Good afternoon, everybody. I'm taking a unusual break today. I'm sitting at home, but I'm sitting in my car. Uh, just wanted to say today that when mom's gone, when dad's gone, you don't have a lot of support any further. You just have yourself and what you've been taught. And I'm not going to sit here and say that everything that we get taught is the right thing, but from birth, we all know pretty much right from wrong. And you can feel it in your spirit from the inside what's right and what's wrong. Now, I will tell you that there are some people in this world that train up their kids from a young age to do certain things, to like certain things, to hate certain things. And is that right? No, it's not. But it does happen. I just was sitting here thinking about my life. I lost my father at 14 years old, yet I still was able to finish high school, join the military, stay for 20 years, and now I'm kind of not working, 100% disabled, and still able to function and everything in life. I also lost my mother only about 10 years ago. She was 60 years old. Lost her to pancreatic cancer. But I just wanted to say that the more we live, the more we learn. Sometimes people learn faster than other people, and sometimes people don't learn at all. But what we should do, and like I say, everybody's going to do what they want to do, but in a time in this country and in this world like we are in, you have to stick close to your roots, your values, and all of that you were raised on. And I'm telling you, I struggle with it all the time. But at the end of the day, we don't want to see our families hurt or in a bad situation. But that doesn't always mean that we need to step in and help too. Because just like we have survived and learned and this, that, and other, we got to let them go through life and learn and everything just like we did. But we try to give people God's grace, like what God does. God doesn't is no respecter of persons. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I just wanted to, to say that anything that's going on in my life right now, I got nobody to blame but myself. I've had 52 years to get it together. And if you don't have it together by a certain age, people do put those stipulations on you or whatever. But I will say, if you got a family and all of that, you need to take care of your family. By any means necessary. If you value the family unit and all of that, you need to take care of your family first. I don't want to take from any crazy people, but there's some people that believe in God, family, God first, then family, and all of that. I believe the same thing, but I'm probably not saying it right. or whatever. But yeah, God is the one that put us here, you know. But when we have children, or if we are a child of somebody, it's our responsibility to learn and all of that. And I just, sitting here thinking about life and all of that. I can't blame nobody for my situation, is all I'm saying. Things happen in your life, and there's good things and bad things that happen. But at the end of the day, God is still on the throne. And if you do believe in spirituality and all of that, you need to reach out to Him and search out your situation. I'm sorry, a little itchy, but I would have put this on a live video or whatever. But sometimes you need to just sit and talk to the camera and just discuss stuff. A live video would have got some responses or whatever, but a lot of times trolls is on there and people just jump on because they have nothing else to do. But this video is for a person who is responsible for their life and all of that, and is trying to do the best they can with the circumstances that we have in America at this day and age. Because it's hard out there for people. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have the situation that I have, I would be out there struggling right now, trying to make sure I had a job, make sure, I had transportation, make sure I had a roof over my head, and this, that, and other. But thankfully, I did a lot of that at a young age. Like I said, stayed in the military for 20 years, got a pension and a disability check coming in for myself, so I don't have to be out there in the rat race. But not everybody made that choice, So I just was out here thinking, and God knows, sometimes when you sit and you think too much, stuff comes spilling out of your mouth. But yeah, I just, I really feel like we can't hold nobody else accountable for the mistakes and stuff that we make in our lives. But the thing is, the Bible says tomorrow is not promised, but if you do wake up tomorrow, you got a chance to get things right. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say today. I am looking for some different subscribers. I'm looking for other people to watch my videos. And, I've been doing a lot of hunting squirrels and all of that in the past couple of weeks. But that is definitely not everything in life. That's, I go hunting to have peace, but that doesn't mean that life is not going on. Life is definitely still going on, and everybody handles stuff different or whatnot. But I just realized that we have to be responsible. No matter what the economy's doing, no matter what your situation, you still have to maintain a certain amount of discipline in order to make sure that life is survivable. I tend to take things day by day, and that's my way of dealing with life situations. When I'm home at night and I'm sitting there watching YouTube, because I usually don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I'm sitting there thinking, okay, tomorrow, what is my priorities? and all of this. And sometimes I write stuff down, you know. Okay, I got a little. It's not a diary. It's just like a journal, and I write stuff down. Like I got a couple of vehicles that I'm gonna have to get fixed. Eventually, I'm gonna have to pull the trigger and get some stuff done, and it's gonna cost some money and it's gonna cost some time, but it's all about putting yourself in a better situation later than what you are now. You know, I hope tomorrow I'm a better person than I was today. You know, though that kind of mindset is what gets it done for people. You know, I thank God that I don't have to chase money, but trust and believe, when you want those extra things and you want to be able to do certain things, you got to have money to do it. So, you know, I don't have a quote unquote job, but I still do a little things to make some money. Like I sell firewood in the wintertime, but that's not the only time I'm working on firewood. Like I put some wood away earlier in the year, January and February, that's seasoning right now. And then when the snow hits the ground and I have a vehicle to transport it, you know, people are gonna call and they're gonna want firewood. And so, you know, that's called being prepared. You know, I watched this guy named Lead Farmer 73 on YouTube, and he's always telling us, you know, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or whatever, so you best be prepared today. And, you know, it's not crazy to know where your food's coming from. It's not crazy to know how you're going to take care of certain situations and stuff like that, but, you know, that's the things that you need to be thinking about, especially in this time, you know, with our government the way that it is. And no, I'm not going to get into that, but the fact of the matter is, you know, it's gonna take the good Lord to help get us out of the situations and all of that we're in. But every day is a new day. And what you can do is plan and prepare, but also put action to your plans and your preparedness. So that's all I had to say. I just wanted to get on here and do a video today and just talk. You know, people get on and they have this big plan to do this and do that and all of that. I'm just a regular person. You know, I got issues like everybody else. I'm by no means any better than anybody else, and that doesn't mean that I ain't chosen. You know, there's people that's gonna listen to this video and be like, you know, that guy pretty much, you know, he's saying some good stuff and this, that, and that. I already know, so that's why I'm doing it, and that's why I'm saying it. Is, you know, take life day by day, pray every day, you know, and, you know, serve the Lord, and don't just serve Him on Sunday. And He's worthy to be praised every day. And I just wanted to put my little thing out there. Maybe for the future, somebody might watch it or whatever, and just say, you know, I'm going to do my best to live right, do right, and be right, you know, for the sake of the Lord. It's not for me, because I am a child of God. And I just wanted to put a perspective out there. If you guys have any comments you want to add to this little video, you're more than welcome to do it. But I pretty much screen everything that is coming across my page, because I don't want no junk on my page. But You guys are welcome to comment, add something if you want to, and we'll just leave it at that. And thank you guys for watching. This is Curtis. You are inside the Curtis Mana Experience. You like this type of video or conversation, then like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more content as time goes on, because I don't quit.